There you go. Super happy that I got to see so many of you guys this weekend. Many of you I was seeing for the second time or third time. Many of you, I love you, kiddos, but I'm gonna mute you. Love you. Okay, there you go. Totally okay. And but many of you I got to meet for the first time, and that was awesome. Many of you got to meet each other the first time, meet your sponsors, meet the Zyia owners, other people from the company. Just awesome, right? I mean, I don't know if you were at Summit. Um, I don't know if you can chat, write it in the chat. If you, I would like to hear from maybe two of you if you want to share your, two or three of you, but it has to be quick, okay? Don't tell me your whole story because we don't have time. But if you want to expand about it, if you feel in your heart that you want to share something, maybe a breakthrough or something that you like a breakthrough you had at Summit, and if you want to go live on the Team Impact page, that would be awesome. Okay, but like for tonight, don't give us just breadcrumb. Like just give us a little bit, okay, like an appetizer of how you feel about it. You can also write it in the chat. Show up more. Show up more. Jen, you want to share? What do you mean by share more? Show up more. Do you want to share about showing up more?
Yes, sorry, I couldn't
Yeah,
find a mute button.
it's
Hi.
okay. Hi.
Yeah, I heard a lot about, I think a lot of the top leaders, they really, they show up like for their team, for their customers. And I post a lot of like stuff, but I don't do a lot of like videos and things like that in my VIP group. And I think a lot of what I heard, people want you. And not putting stuff, to show them stuff. So one of my big takeaways is to show up more in that way, and also in a few other ways, like sending like in-person notes, things like that, little things that make a big difference in your personal and in fact you're showing up more for them.
Okay, more personal experience. That's cool. Well, that's definitely something, and I don't remember who it was. Wait, no, I know who it was. It was that was one of my biggest takeaways was from the speaker. His name is Glenn Bills or Bill, but he said he talked about the customer experience, that when the customer has like expectations of how the whole thing is going to work out with you, when they feel that many times people don't feel like they want to buy, or I mean, and I'm just applying it to our business, that maybe they don't buy from us, or they don't join our business, or because they don't have expectation. They don't know what to expect. They don't know if they're going to have the tools. They don't know if you're going to really show up for them. Like if they order something, are they going to be able to return it and they're going to get their full money back if it doesn't work for them? So when we set those expectations, and we when we really tell them that we're going to do this, and that's what they're going to expect, and even going above what they expect, we have a loyal customer, we have a loyal person coming to us. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, there were many things that I brought away, but I think that was something. And I feel in another way to apply it is, if you're launching your business and you're telling people that you're excited about it, keep showing up. Like, don't be excited about it 1 week, and then because you don't get any response, you don't get 100% support from your people, don't just quit. They're watching you. They're waiting for you to see what you're going to accomplish. So if you post one day or have one party, your party sucked, you had 2 parties, the 2 parties sucked, and you just give up, when you're deciding to come back, it's like you're starting all over again, because now you're it's like starting a diet every Monday. At some point, people don't believe you anymore, right? You don't even believe in yourself anymore. So keep showing up. Whether people are showing up for you or not right away, eventually it'll happen. So that's, I mean, that was a short, like you're showing up means so much. I think, Jen, like there's so much that we can get out of it. So that's really cool. It's okay, and you're fine. They're cute. They're so cute. Um, what? Who else? Anybody else want to share something? Takeaway, breakthrough from Summit. If you want to raise your hand, I can unmute you, or you could just hit the unmute button. No, somebody, really quick. Oh, Sarah. Where's Sarah? Hi, Sarah. I don't know which.
Hello. Hey, can
Hi.
you?
Oh,
Hi.
hi, Queen. What's up?
I know you like this hair.
I love it.
I just, first of all, it was amazing being there and just feeling the atmosphere. But in the training sessions that you guys put on, which were amazing, the thing that kind of stuck out to me was that you're going to feel like you're repeating yourself, which I feel like that constantly. But it goes along with showing up, I think. But I think realizing that, number one, the people that I continuously follow or go back to are the ones that really are kind of repeating themselves and always being there and always presenting themselves. And so just knowing that for me personally, that that kind of is part of it. And again, that consistency and just repeating your message over and over again gets people to trust you. Again, that, get to know them, building that trust so that they become long-term customers. So
That's awesome. I love that. And it's so true. We think that this is just what I think, that in our mind, we're annoying people because we're repeating, because we're being repetitive. And the reality is that unless you have the person sitting in front of you and you're repeating to them all the time, it's different with social media. In social media, there's tons of posts that nobody sees. And I'll tell you an example. I wanted to bring this up tonight. Last week, I was talking to a rep from another team, and she had asked me for help with recruiting, right? And I noticed that she had she was one of the top sellers in like my uplines. So I reached out to her. I'm like, okay, what can you share with me? What are you doing different? And she's like, I don't know, I'm just doing parties. I'm like, okay, I want to see your parties. So she added me to like 4 of her parties. I don't know where the groups are. Like I'm not seeing her posts in the party. So where I'm going with this is we think we're doing a party for a hostess and that people are ignoring the posts, that nobody's seeing them. They're really not seeing them. So we have to be more engaging. That's why we need the hostess we need to tag people, we need to message people. And the second part of this call, I'm gonna give you guys some tips to help you with engagement so that you get more comments on your posts, you get more conversations going. It is, I'm not gonna say it's a science. It really requires a little bit of effort, but anybody can do this. So make sure you have some paper and pen, because if you do these things daily, consistently, and it takes a little bit of time, and that's it, it's very quick, you guys are going to see a difference in the engagement on your posts. Is it going to be tomorrow right away? No. It may take a little bit of time, but if you do it consistently, you're going to see more engagement in your posts. Okay. So what you said, Sarah, totally true. Like, totally repeat yourself. Parties are the same thing. How cool is it that we don't have to reinvent the wheel? You need a party name, post in a group. Like today, I'm like, I want to like try a new party. Like, I don't know. I want to name a party a different thing. And I posted in the Zyia marketing group. I'm like, hey guys, suggestions for party names. And I think was it Mary? Mary replied, she's like, oh, if it's somebody that is always, if done multiple parties. And I named my customer's party Megan's Activewear, a Zyia Active Addiction. This is like her 3rd or 4th party. And it's cool. Like, I didn't even have to put much thought. Why waste time reinventing the wheel when everything is already there? Like, we want to overthink things and like do more when it's really not necessary. It's better done than perfect. All right. And there's no perfect in this business. more than anything, there's no skill sets required, and that's one thing that I want to really um, not just share with you guys, but really put emphasis on that, because we also have to share that with other people, like really talk about it, address that. And that's part of the process of showing up more. Like, this is not complicated. It's consistently doing the same thing over and over. It's hosting parties 3x4 every freaking month. If you want to build a business that pays you an income every month, 3x4, sell 2,500. You don't need to sell 20,000 if you don't want. 3x4, 2,500. That's it. Aim at $2,500 a month. Sponsor 3 new people into the business. Close 4 parties. If you do that consistently, your business is gonna get to the next level. But you really have to be intentional about it. So I know you guys hear a lot about that. I just wanted to just bring it back into the surface again. Remember that it's only it's March 10th. There's still more than half of the month. We can totally do that. Set a goal that is a little bit, a little bit bigger than whatever you've set as a goal before. How about that? Yeah, can we do that? Be a little bit bolder, and that's something that I want to talk about. One of the things that I notice is that a lot of you guys are, and this is from conversations at Summit. I'm not going to repeat what the speakers shared. I'm not going to repeat the stories. I can't recreate what happened at Summit, but 2 things stood out for me. One is that from all the stories that we heard, I came to the conclusion again that anybody can do this business, no matter what's going on in their life, no matter what background they have, no matter what things have brought them to where they're at when they found Zyia. Totally different types of people, totally different backgrounds, but at the end of the day, anybody can do Zyia, right or wrong. Those of you guys that were there, anybody, like, you can sell Zyia with and I don't know the word, if somebody knows how to spell it, with the bag for the, I don't know the name, my ESL tricks me sometimes, but you can be broke, you can be with a successful career, you can have all things going on in your life, you can be unemployed today and start the business. Anybody. And who knows what other stories were sitting in that room. In a room with like 1,000 women, there's lots of shit going on there's lots of stuff going on in the lives of many of us, and they're still showing up for their business. So I'm going to encourage you guys. I'm sorry for bad words. I know you guys are probably, I'm sorry, guys. I know I should be. I was told this weekend that a lot of your kids watch my videos and they really like watching my videos. So I love you guys. So the other thing that stood out to me is that I heard over and over in like one-on-one conversations about how many of you guys have fear of sharing the business, fear of what people are going to think, fear of failing, fear of not being able to show up for your teams. So that's why you're not building a team. So all this stuff, to me, it's only it's something that you are planting inside yourself alone. Like, are people really judging you? Are people really criticizing you? Are you really a bad person that you can't create a community with, like many of us have done? Like, I don't know what's leading you to believe that. But my message to you tonight is, we're gonna need you to get bolder about these things. Like, really be bolder. And if anything, write down bold. Bring more boldness into your business. If somebody is criticizing you, dude, they're not your friend. Like, get rid of them. Seriously. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You are going to stop yourself from a better future for yourself, for your family, because somebody's making fun of you because you're selling activewear or because you're posting something on social media. Like, seriously, they're not your friend. You don't need them in their life. You don't need them in your life. And yes, and there may be, in many cases, they may be the closest people to you, and it doesn't mean that they're doing it because they're against what you're doing, or they're criticizing what you're doing because they don't like it. In many cases, it's just coming from, on their part, from a place of love and protecting you. They maybe think that you're going to fail, so their reaction is they want to protect you. Show them that there's nothing to protect you from. Show them with results. Prove them wrong. Show them that you are committed. Show them that you're going to show up for results, for growth, that you are willing to do whatever it takes. And if you continue doing that, they're going to start believing in you. They're going to start believing that this works. They're going to start believing that there is actually something there that maybe they should look into as well. But you have to be the one who proves them wrong. I can't do that for you. Your sponsor can't do that for you. You have to show. And little by little, you start developing more confidence, and that confidence comes from smaller wins. You posted something, somebody asked, somebody purchased something, somebody joined your team, one person at a time. You're gonna develop more trust, and in those small wins, you're gonna develop more confidence in yourself. You're gonna show up bolder, but you have to keep doing those things. I hope that helps you guys. I know it's, for many of you, this is different. I tell you, I am an introverted person. I had no friends. I didn't know anybody in this country. I moved from Colombia to this country. I didn't just start Zyia. I didn't just start Zyia 2 years ago with knowing nobody. I had worked for at least 5 years with another company. So I brought into Zyia some credibility, some following, some friendships that maybe you don't have right now. I was already active on social media. And so it's different aspects. So I want to help you with some tips that are gonna help you with social media that I know. I've been doing this for years. So I don't know when it's gonna switch, when that's gonna click for you, and when it's gonna show up in your social media with results. But maybe you're not doing these things, and I know that it's gonna help you. Number one, there's a feature in Facebook. So I'm totally switching gears now from Summit. By Summit, we got work to do. Now we got to implement all the things that we learned there, right? All the energy that we brought back, whether we went to Summit or not. I think you're feeling the energy, and I think you're feeling the enthusiasm from everybody that came back, right? And probably you're thinking, okay, next Summit, I'm going to go. I want you to go to the next Summit, whatever it is. If you can't make it to Utah because, I don't know, you're getting married that Saturday, like our girl Lacey, she's getting married that Saturday. That's a valid reason why I even told her postpone the wedding, but I think that's not possible. Whatever. I even offered they should get married there, and they would have like 1,000 people celebrating with them. I don't think that's an option either. Whatever. Okay, so if your goal is to go to the next summit, I want you to go proud of yourselves that you accomplished things. And it doesn't mean you accomplish a super high rank or you have these millions of people under you, but that from now until then, you are able to celebrate something that you've accomplished in the next few months. Okay, so you're gonna show up bolder, and you're gonna do a few of these things. You're gonna do these things that I'm gonna share with you to increase your engagement on social media. Okay, number one, birthday messages. Every single day, check your birthday messages. Facebook, it's like a cheat sheet. Facebook tells you whose birthdays are happening every single day. Send a birthday message. You can even save the message and copy and paste it every single day. You don't have to type it again. You just send a message. Like on my phone, I have one with text replacement. Let me just pull it up. You're gonna type, like I have it in text replacement. I type B-Day and it types right away. It types a message that says, happy birthday. And so I'm not gonna say it's a trick, but always when you want So I'll tell you, so you just don't say, hey, happy birthday, hope you have a great day. Like, okay, cool, thanks, bye. But if you do something like, hey, how are you? Happy birthday. I see it's your birthday today. I hope you have an amazing day. Do you have any fun plans to celebrate? Question mark. Now that person is going to reply. So you're having a conversation with people. Remember always, Facebook is not a one-way thing. Facebook is meant to be a networking. Social media, it's to be social, it's to have conversations with people. So when you're hanging out on Facebook, don't just be scrolling. Use it to connect with people, to network. Think of Facebook as you're going to a chamber of commerce meeting, but you can do it from your house in pajamas, or you can do it from the freaking party, okay? You don't need to dress up and go to a party where you feel uncomfortable. You don't know anybody. You wasted my whole time, and I spent like $30 in a membership that I'm not even using. When you can do that on social media, you don't have to leave your house, leave your kids, leave your dogs, I don't know, whatever. Okay, you can do this on social media. So birthday messages, you can even, let's say today you go and there's no messages whatsoever, then do the same, but do it for the birthdays of yesterday. Or just message a handful of people that you haven't talked to in a while. You can check your own friends list and see who you haven't touched base with in a long time, and just send messages and say, hey, we haven't chatted in a while. What's going on? Just start a conversation. I am not telling you that you're gonna go pitch them. No, just start a conversation. How you been? How's your mom? I haven't seen you guys. Maybe it's your neighbor growing up and you haven't chatted with them. Reconnect with people. Or maybe it's people from that you went to a party on the weekend. And then, hey, it was so great catching up with you on Saturday. We had so much fun. Does that make sense? Use social media for the purpose that it was created for, to connect with people, okay? And then the second tip that I'm gonna give you is your profile picture. I know. If your profile picture is your cute cat, you're not gonna get a lot of people friending you or accepting your friend request. I know they're cute, and your dog and your cat, your Christmas tree, super cute, but your profile picture needs to be you, okay? Be bold about this. I don't know. You can take up, if you don't have a picture right now, tomorrow get a little pretty, just put a little mascara on, I don't know, whatever rocks your boat, and take a picture and post it as your profile picture, okay? It needs to be you. It needs to be your face. It needs to be something that is attractive. Your social media is your storefront. Unless you have a business or another way where you're promoting the business, it is important that you have set your front, your storefront, okay? And then make changes as you go. Okay, the next tip is I want to highly suggest that you look into your friends. And if you have, this may not apply to everybody, but some of you may have sent friend requests a while back. Sometimes we friend request past people that have purchased in parties, or people who we wanted to connect with. Delete any unaccepted friend requests that have been sent to you. It doesn't matter the ones that have been people that have requested your friendship, but the ones that you've sent. I don't know if I said that right, but delete friend requests that you've sent and haven't been accepted. Okay? That's gonna help you, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if you guys remember, if you were around on social media, but back in the day when I started, there was this thing where the more friends you had, it's kind of like a popularity contest. The more friends you had on Facebook, and the limit is 5,000, the more you had, the more important you are, the more, like the more popular you were, the more it was better. But nowadays, it's better to have, and this is for the purpose of Facebook showing more of your posts. So I'll explain it. Let me see how to explain it. So let's say you have 4,000 friends, right? And you post something, and because you haven't been following any I'm going to give you another tip, but you haven't been following like engagement. You're usually a person that doesn't comment, doesn't post a lot. You don't get comments on your posts, but you have 4,000 friends and you put a post and you only get like 2 people commenting. What happens is the ratio of how many people are interacting with your post and how many friends you have, it's really different, right? It's really big. So you have a lot of people that are not interacting. So as you decrease this number of friends, so you also want to unfriend people that are not active on your social media. And when you're sending out birthday messages, see if the person is not, maybe, I don't know, maybe the person passed away. You don't need to be friends with them anymore on Facebook. Unless, like, I still have my dad. Like, I have my dad and I will never delete his account. But there's people that have passed away. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, I feel bad, but I don't know. And there's people that I don't connect with anymore, or it's people that for one reason or another, their life just turned around and they're really creepy. I unfriend them. Or if people like, you know what, I don't even know where you came from, I delete them. So, and also people who haven't posted in a long time, and you don't have a reason for like a social media relationship with them, unfriend them. Old boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? Bye, Felicia's. Yeah, mean people on social media, people that are always ranting about, I don't know, politics and stuff like that. Who needs that in their life? I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. But when the way that I delete friends is I go to the birthdays and I see I see the birthdays of the day, and I'll send birthday messages, and I'll unfriend a couple of people there that I see no value in, like, having a relationship on social media with them. It's occupying space and affecting the algorithm. So if you have less people and you have a lot of people interacting in your post, what's going to happen is you're going to have your posts are going to start popping up more and more and more on people's social media. When they open their phone, they're going to see more of your posts. Okay, that's going to help you a lot. So unfriend people that you don't need anymore, people that are not active, they're not even using social media, so what's the point of having them there? You can text them. And remember to send those birthday messages. And remember to cancel any friend requests that you've sent that haven't been accepted. If you sent me a friend request and I haven't accepted it, it's not because I don't want to be friends with you. Sometimes I don't know who the person is, and I've been making more room for friends. So if we need to be friends, let me know. We need to be friends. I'm trying to make more room for my team. So okay, that's all. And I know I have like 1,000, I don't know, friend requests that I've sent, so I'm constantly deleting. I'm constantly adding more people into my network. So that's another thing. Adding people from parties, people that buy from a party, I friend request them. If I'm not friends with them, I send them a friend. Many times they don't accept it. So okay, I have their email. They don't want to accept the friend request, I just delete the request. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let me see. Oh yeah, a day after, that's also cool. Totally. Yeah, Sylvia, that's awesome. Yes, totally, for birthday messages. The day after if you want. But key, ask a question. Do you have any fun plans to celebrate? You're always gonna get a response. Most people are just sending, hey, happy birthday, happy birthday. Now you're gonna stand out because you're asking, do you have any plans for today? Okay, and now when it comes to posting, whenever you're gonna put out a post, highly recommend that you guys engage in social media before you post. Your posts are going to have more visibility, including parties. So if you go in a party and you comment on previous posts, if you comment on posts from your hostess, if you're friends with your hostess, if you go interact in the group before you post like an important post, there's more chances of the post having high priority on the newsfeed. Okay, it's engagement. The other thing, if let's say tonight you're gonna post, hey, who wants free and half off activewear, let's say you're gonna post something on your wall, and on your Facebook wall, before you post, before you go live, if you're going to do a live video, comment on other people's posts before. So here's what happens when you're engaging on other people's posts. You send your birthday messages, you're engaging on other people's posts. When you post, Facebook thinks, oh, this chick is super active, she's super engaging, she's awesome, she brings value to the table. Let's give her priority. If you're not on social media for 23 hours and then you go throw a post before you go to sleep, and go to sleep right away, Facebook is not going to give your post priority. Okay, so build that, like prepare the platform to receive what you have to give. So with that being said, you don't need to post a million times a day. You can post more of your daily life and your daily things, products, and all that stuff in your stories. But 1 or 2 posts a day on your regular profile is plenty. You don't have to post. Now, if you have that engagement and if you have that activity, you're going to notice the benefit of doing that, because now your one post is going to get a lot of activity. But pre-engage. And if you want more details on that, let me know. But it's basically comment on other people's posts. Somebody posted a picture of their new shoes. Oh my God, I love your shoes. Where did you get them? Somebody posted a picture of the burrito they have for breakfast. I don't know, comment something like, oh, I'm craving a burrito. Like, be social, and Facebook is gonna be really social back. If that makes sense.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Do you just scroll through your feed and comment on what comes up, or do you like have any way of targeting people that you think?
No, it could be anybody. It could be posts from other people. It could be group posts. It could be messaging. It could be stories. If you are, a quick way to engage with people is look at stories and just comment. Like, people post, I don't know, pictures of their kids, comment, oh my God, they're so cute. Oh, it looks like you guys had a lot of fun. Like, different, just, and again, I want this to come across as, oh, I'm just engaging with people because I want their business. It's coming from, this is a relationship business. You have to have relationships with people so they can approach you, so they can come talk to you. It's basically like you opening the door for conversation that can lead to opportunity. Okay. If you see somebody working out or whatever, like, you may see people posting pictures, you didn't even know they work out, but now you see in their stories that they're sharing that they go to the gym. Now you can message them and say, hey, my gosh, you're super consistent, I see you going to the gym. Did you know that I have an activewear that I rep for an activewear brand? I think you would love it. Like, now it's not weird. It's not weird. It removes that weirdness from it because it's coming from an authentic place. Like, you're really talking to people. And I know it may seem like, oh, I don't have time for that. That's the core of your business. And the cool thing is, you can do it from anywhere. You can do that. You can send a couple of messages from your coffee break. You're taking a break at work. You're in the bathroom. I don't know. In the car line, when you come home, before you go into the house and the kids are crazy, stay 1 second in the car and send a couple of messages. It's really not that hard. Couple of messages in the morning, couple of messages later in the afternoon. It's going to build that engagement for you, and you guys are going to see more traction and more activity. I see many times a lot of posts that go out and there's no commenting, there's no interaction in them. This is going to help you guys a lot, and it's going to help your parties as well. Does it all make sense? Do you have any questions?
I've got one more question.
Yeah, I love questions.
I haven't been huge on posting on my own personal page, but I've tried to a couple recently, and I think I've been stealing a few of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, one of them did really well, but I was kind of surprised. But I don't know, like, do you have like a rhyme or reason with like what you're posting to your personal page, or like any strategy behind that?
Actually, yes. So I try to focus um my posts more, like 1 week I'll focus more on recruiting, so talking more about the opportunity. So coming back from summit, I am talking more about the business. I'm sharing more about the business. I am for example, today I went on a school, and that's how and this is how things merge when you are posting in social media. um, I went on a school trip today. A lot of the moms and the teachers, I have them on social media, and they actually, like, I think, oh my gosh, they're gonna think I'm annoying. No, I don't think that. I go and people are excited for me, for my trip, for my success. Like, people are like coming to me and saying, oh my god, your trip looked amazing. I am sharing. I'm not pitching all the time. I am sharing. I'm taking people on the journey with me. I'm posting on stories, like whatever I was able to post, because the internet in the hotel was ridiculous, right? I couldn't post anything, and it was so frustrating. So I also didn't dump all the pictures right away and all the things. So I'll breadcrumb things. But like this week, I'm talking about the business opportunity, because we just came back from our business conference, and it's like, it's there in the air. I post more inside my group about parties, and in stories, I post more about the clothes and things like that. Now, there's times where, like, for example, I'll give you one tip right now. If those of you who are not, this is gonna benefit everybody, you guys. I see a lot of you have your camera hidden. It's totally okay. But if you turn on the camera, we take a quick picture, post it in your stories, and post that you have a weekly team night, post that there's community. What's that doing? It's showing that you have community. I don't need the credit. This is not for validation for me. This is to help you share that I love my team meet. I know, I hope you love it, but I love hanging out with my team. Like, I'm just giving you ideas. I'm not putting words in your mouth. But oh, did you already take the picture? So everybody, now all these faces starting to pop up. I love it. But there's, yeah, okay. So, and you just post. Like, so what happens? So think about it. If you're out there, and going back to what I shared in the beginning about the delivering, what, like, setting the expectations for your customers, the same for the people that are following you on social media. They don't know what goes behind the scenes. They don't know that there's training available. They don't know that that you get a website. They don't, like, so you have to basically put the information out there in a silver tray, so they can pick it up and be like, oh. So if you share, oh my gosh, we had a training today on getting a more engagement on social media, or you can say, love my team trainings, and like, whatever, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, share the journey, because that's what gets people to want to join you. That's what answers people's questions that they're not bringing up to you. Some people are scared inside because they think, I'm going to sign up, and then I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. Like, I don't know how to run a business. But if you tell them, we have training available. I got a couple of times I've gone into our team page, and I actually post from stories. I post like, I love that we have these systems available for people. Like, all you have to do is plug in, and we have training available for you. Like, when we've done the Discover Zyia group, I share about that, because I know in some of people's head, what they're thinking is, I'm gonna sign up, I'm gonna spend all this money, and I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm gonna fail. But if you show and for many of you, maybe that was a fear, and that was something that was holding you back from joining for a while. There's some of you like that, because I've had those conversations, or I answered some of those questions. So take people on the journey, and while you're doing that, continue to build those relationships. I have like, where are you? I know Mariuxi is here. Like, Mariuxi, we've talked for years. Like I see posts from like 4 or 5 years ago, and I know she's been around watching me for years. It was just this year that it was her season. It was the right timing for her. It wasn't in my timing. It was in her timing. The same with Marisol. I think Marisol, you're here, right? I think I saw you. There you are. Yeah, it's in your timing. And in the meantime, did I stop? No, I keep going. I keep sharing so that when the right timing appears for them, it's gonna be a smooth introduction into the business and going. Why? Because it now is the right timing for them. So the more conversations we have, the more interaction you have, the more relationships you build, the bigger the pool is, and people are just gonna start coming to you. That's what I have for you guys today. If you have questions for me, go ahead, ask me, and I hope this helps you. I know it's gonna help you. You just gotta implement it because it does work. Anybody has any other questions before we go? Jen? Okay, we good? Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you need help, I'll share the recording. Once we finish, I'll share the recording, pass it along to your peeps, and let me know how you guys feel about this, okay? Keep sharing, keep posting, keep engaging, and go wish happy birthday to some people today. Bye, guys.
Bye, thanks.
Bye. Good to see you all. Bye. I know I saw you, Lacey. Whoop, whoop. Bye, Mama.